Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I'm your biology teacher from Hina Secondary School. By the grace of Allah, I hope all of you will be fine. Dear student, we have completed 7 topics of the chapter, the structural organization of life. We also studied first representative example of topic number 8, multicellular organism, which was about brassica. Second representative example of multicellular organism is frog. Let's continue our study from the same topic, frog. Physical name of frog is Rana tigrina. Frog live both in water as well as on land. It swim in water and move by jumping when on land. The membranous skin between the toes help in swimming. It has 4 limbs. Frog has neither a neck or a tail. The conical head has 2 bulging eyes. Tympanic membrane act as the hearing organ. At the tip of the mouth, it has 2 openings called external nostril, which help in breathing. The skin of frog is loose and slippery. Frog found abundance in rainy season, during which they lay egg. They hibernate during winter season by burying themselves in the mud and stay there throughout the winter. This phenomenon is called hibernation or winter sleep period. The internal organs of the frog are located in body cavity, which is also called coelom. These organs make the various system which perform specific function. The different organ systems which are present in the body cavity are digestive system, respiratory system, circulatory system, excretory system, reproductive system, and nervous system. Let's start about digestive system. Digestive system. The organs involved in the breakdown of complex food into simple form constitute the digestive system. बॉडी के तमाम ऑर्गन जो कि फूड को कम्प्लेक्स और फॉर्म से सिंपल फॉर्म में चेंज करने में मदद देते हैं, जो सिस्टम बनाते हैं उसे डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम कहा जाता है. द डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम ऑफ फ्रॉग कंसिस्ट ऑफ 2 मेन पार्ट. नंबर 1 एलिमेंट्री कैनाल एंड नंबर 2 डाइजेस्टिव ग्लैंड. द एलिमेंट्री कैनाल कंसिस्ट ऑफ बकल कैविटी, pharynx, esophagus, stomach and intestine, while the digestive gland of the body are liver and pancreas. Let's continue about the alimentary canal. The first part of the alimentary canal is buccal cavity. Food enter into the buccal cavity through mouth. Teeth are not meant for chewing the food. The tongue of frog is unique and attached in the front and free at the behind. Frog feed mainly on insect. The second part of the alimentary canal is pharynx. The buccal cavity open into a short, narrow pharynx which lead into a windpipe, esophagus. The floor of pharynx is sealed opening called glottis, which open into the lungs. When the food passes into the esophagus, the glottis is closed, and during respiration, it is open. The next part of the alimentary canal is esophagus and stomach. Pharynx open into a wide tube called esophagus. It transports food into the stomach. The stomach is a thick-walled muscular glandular sac. The first end of the stomach is cardiac end, while the other end is called pyloric end. In the stomach, food is grinded and mixed with the enzyme, which partially digests protein. In the stomach, food changes into a thick paste called chyme. The next part of the alimentary canal is intestine. The intestine is a long, narrow coiled tube. It is divisible into 2 main parts, small intestine and large intestine. The partially digested food from the stomach enters to the small intestine, where digestion is completed. The undigested part of the food enters to the large intestine. It is also called rectum. The short terminal part of the rectum is called cloaca, from which undigested food is expelled. They are the common aperture for all discharge. Digestive gland of the frog include liver and pancreas. The liver is the largest reddish brown gland located adjacent to the stomach. The secretion of liver is called bile, which is stored in the gallbladder. Unlike arise from is joined with the pancreatic duct. Pancreas lies between stomach and the duodenum. The secretion of pancreatic juice is carried by the pancreatic duct, and the bile duct join to form hepatopancreatic duct.
Bile and pancreatic juice help in complete digestion of food. All these organs of the system, that is alimentary canal and digestive gland, have to complete the process of digestion. What is digestion? Definition. Digestion is a process by which complex insoluble food substances are converted into soluble form by the action of enzymes. वो प्रोसेस जिसके जरिए कम्प्लेक्स फूड एंजाइम की वजह से सिंपल सॉल्युबल फॉर्म में चेंज की आती है, इसको पूरे प्रोसेस को डाइजेशन कहलाता है. द नेक्स्ट सिस्टम ऑफ द फ्रॉग इज रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम. All living things need energy to carry life activities. This energy is produced by oxidation of food in the cells. The process of releasing energy from food by oxidation within the cell of living organism is called respiration. The entire process is divided into two phases. Number one, gaseous exchange or extracellular respiration. Number two, cellular respiration. Frog has three types of gaseous respiration on the basis of organs involved in this exchange. Number one, pulmonary respiration. Number two, cutaneous respiration. Number third, buccal respiration. Pulmonary respiration. The gaseous exchange which takes place in the lungs is called pulmonary respiration. If we see the respiratory system of frog, frog has two lungs which are balloon-like. The outer surface of the lung is smooth but the inner surface is folded. The lungs are richly supplied with blood vessels. During respiration, air is taken in by the external nostril. It passes buccal cavity through the internal nostril, finally which is the lung. In the lung, exchange of gases between air and blood takes place, that is, oxygen is taken up by the blood and carbon dioxide is given out. Second main type of respiration which is found in the frog is cutaneous respiration. Gases exchange carried out by the skin is called cutaneous respiration. Frog uses skin as respiratory organ during swimming and hibernation. Number third basic type of respiration which is found in the frog is buccal respiration. The lining of buccal cavity is thin, moist and richly supplied with blood capillaries. Here also exchange of gases take place between the air and the blood. This type of respiration is called buccal respiration. Circulatory system. As we know, all activity takes place within the cell of organism. Every cell requires a supply of oxygen and nutrient molecule and must get rid of waste products. For this purpose, a transport system is required which is called circulatory system. The main part of the circulatory system is blood, which transports this material during its circulation throughout the body. Frog has closed type of circulatory system in which blood circulates in the closed tubular vessels called blood vessel by a pumping organ called heart. This system also called cardiovascular system. The system of frog consists of two main parts. Number one, heart, the strong muscular pumping organ, and number two, blood vessels. There are three types of blood vessels. Number one, arteries. They carry oxygen blood away from the heart. Number two, veins, which run blood to the heart. And number third, are capillaries. They are very fine blood vessels where the exchange of material takes place between the tissues and the blood. Heart is a conical muscular pumping organ found in the body cavity. It is closed in a membrane called pericardium. It contracts and expands continuously throughout the life. The contraction and expansion of the heart is called heartbeat, due to which blood circulates into the body. Frog heart consists of three main true chambers. Number one, right auricle or atrium. Number two, left auricle or atrium. Number third, ventricle. If we look at the ventral side of the frog heart, truncus arteriosus originates from the ventral side, which firstly divided into two branches and then divided into three main arteries. Sinus process is present on the dorsal side of the heart. Both truncus arteriosus and sinus venosus are called accessory chambers of the heart. They are not included in the two chambers of the heart. Arterial system of frog. Blood vessels which carry blood away from the heart is called artery, and the arterial system is a set of blood vessels which carry blood from heart to various parts of the body. Arterial system of frog comprises of three main components. Number one, pulmocutaneous arteries. Number two, carotid arteries. Number third, systemic arteries. Pulmocutaneous arteries supply deoxygenated blood to lungs. Carotid artery arise from truncus arteriosus and they supply oxygenated blood to the various parts of head region such as brain, tongue, head, muscles and eye. Systemic arteries carry oxygenated blood to all parts of the body except head and lung. They fuse together to form dorsal aorta, which supply the blood to the lower part of the body such as digestive system, liver, kidney, genital organ and muscle, etc. Venous system. Venous system is a set of blood vessels called vein which bring blood from all parts of the body toward the heart. The venous system of the frog consists of following major components. Number 1, pulmonary veins. Number 2, precaval. Number 3, postcaval. Pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein bring blood from lungs after oxygenation to the left auricle of the heart. Number 2, silent venous system consists of 2 precaval and 1 postcaval. Precaval, the deoxygenated blood from head and 4 limbs collected through these veins which join together to form 1 precaval to each side. Postcaval, the deoxygenated blood from all lower part of the body such as stomach, intestine, liver, pancreas, genital organs, muscle, hind limbs is collected through renal portal vein which join to form postcaval. Portal system of frog. Portal system is a system consists of veins which do not carry the blood from different parts of the body to the heart directly. It consists of two systems. Number 1 system is hepatic portal system and number 2 is renal portal system. Hepatic portal system. The sets of veins draining their blood into the liver are included in hepatic portal system. This system consists of hepatic portal vein and abdominal vein. Hepatic portal vein. It collects the blood from the digestive system into the liver. From liver, blood is collected by the postcaval vein. Abdominal vein, some blood from the hind limb is collected through abdominal vein which join the hepatic portal vein. Second main system of portal system is renal portal system. The alternate route of the blood from the hind limb is by the way of renal portal vein in which the kidney blood enters by the postcaval, by the renal well and ultimately return to the heart. Excretory system. The set of organs involved in the process of excretion, that is removal of metabolic waste from the body, is considered the excretory system. The main excretory system of the body are the kidney, which filter the excretory material from the blood and pass out in the form of urine. There are two kidneys which are elongated reddish brown organs. The urine is carried from the kidney by a pair of tubes called ureter which operate into the cloaca. The urine is stored for some time in a bag called urinary bladder. The next organ system of the body is the reproductive system. Reproduction is the process, the production of own kind by the parents. Organs involved in the process is considered the reproductive system. The reproductive organ constitutes of gonads and their duct. The male gonad is called testis which produce sperm and the female gonads called ovaries which produce ova. These gametes are released into the water during the breeding season. Each sperm fuses with the egg and new frogs start developing after the developmental process. The set or group of organs which control and coordinate all activities of the body is called nervous system. Nervous system consists of two parts. Number 1, CNS or the central nervous system. Number 2, peripheral nervous system or CNS. The central nervous system includes brain in the spinal cord, whereas the peripheral nervous system consists of nerves. The main nerves involved in the CNS are the cranial nerve and the spinal nerve. Central nervous system, the brain is protected in the skull and the spinal cord is enclosed in a vertebral column. The brain consists of the following parts. Number 1, olfactory lobe. The most anterior region of the brain is called olfactory lobe. It is associated with smell, sense of smell. Second main part of the brain is cerebral hemisphere, which is present behind the olfactory lobe. It is a set of intelligence and memory. Behind the hemisphere are located two prominent outgrowths called optic lobe. They are associated with eyes and vision. The part between the optic lobe and the hemisphere is known as the encephalon. It receives variety of messages from the internal and external environment of the body. It also controls secretion of hormones from the pituitary gland. Optic lobe are associated with eye and vision. The last part of the brain consists of cerebellum and the medulla oblongata. They coordinate body movement and maintain the balance of the body. The peripheral nervous system connects the body part to the central nervous system. It consists of cranial and the spinal nerve. Some special nerves are present in the head and trunk region, which are called autonomic nerves, which work automatically. Sense organs also related to the nervous system. They are also called receptor organs. To feel change and to get the information about the environment, organism has receptor organ or the sense organ, which receives sensation and sends sensation to the central nervous system. The frog has many types of receptors. It has skin for the sense of touch. For smell, they have receptors in the nostril for the sensation of taste. Sensory cells are present on the tongue. Air is used for the receiving sound waves and maintaining the balance, while the eye for receiving the light and vision. We will learn about the structure of two of them, that is the structure of eye and the structure of ear. Firstly, we will learn about the structure of frog ear. Ear. Organ of hearing is the ear. Outermost part of the ear is called tympanic membrane. Inner side of the membrane is the cavity known as tympanic cavity. The cavity contains three small rods like one called ossicle. It's one attached to the tympanic membrane and the other with the internal ear. The internal ear is a very delicate organ. It consists of three semicircular canals. These canals are filled with fluid and sensory cells. The internal ear, in addition to hearing, also keeps the balance of the body. The next sense organ of the frog is eye. Structure of eye. The frog has two eyes on each side of the head. If we see the vertical section of eye, the innermost layer of the eyeball is the sensory retina, which contains photoreceptor or light sensitive cell. Outside the retina is the choroid, which is basically supplied with the blood capillaries and supply nutrient to the retina. The sclerotic is the hard outermost layer of the eye. It provides a shape to the eyeball. The anterior transparent part of the eye is called cornea. Behind the cornea is iris. The iris has a window called pupil. Behind the pupil is the lens of the eye. Water fluid present in between the cornea and the lens is called aqueous humor, or also called the outer liquid. Similarly, a jelly-like fluid present between the lens and the retina called vitreous humor or the inner liquid. Optic nerve take the sensory messages from eye to the brain. Dear students, with this heading, chapter number 2 has been completed. Homework of this topic is question number 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and solve exercise page number 62, 63. Do all work on full scale paper. Learn all the work. Thank you.